So, this is your host, Steve from the back. Hold on, let me make sure my volume is up. Let me make sure. I don't want to record and then find out that the volume was down the whole time. So, this is your host, Steve from the back, and I wanted to talk on this type of rant for a long time, but I got sidetracked and, days went by and I forgot that I even wanted to rant about this. So I'm going to rant about this, you guys. So this channel, we do talk about fringe subjects on this channel. This channel does talk about fringe subjects, cringe subjects, kink subjects, and occult subjects. So we go all over the place. And we have fun on this channel because we have the freedom to. So on this channel, we could talk about fetishes, we can talk about paranormal stuff, we can talk about technology, we can talk about recreation and things like that. But often I do talk about domestic and self-help subjects on the channel. So this is one of the ones I'm going to talk about. So, everyone, normal people like myself, with quotation marks, people, we live in houses. We've always lived in houses. You may have been raised in the projects, and you lived in projects. You lived in communal building-like structures, and that's where you come from. But it's technically a house. It could be an apartment, it can be a complex, it could be condos, it could be housing projects, it could be whatever. It could be you live in a gated community, you live in a very high society, it could be you live in a busy suburban city. It could be that you live in a rural area and all you live on is like the hills. You live in hills and you literally have to drive up a hill just to get to your house, where your houses are. You live in cul-de-sacs. So wherever you people are living, right? Or maybe you even come from a third world country and you guys live in literal, very slummed out shacks or whatever. If you live in a, house structure, technically, you know what I'm talking about, how it is to live in a house. So, one thing about a house, though, is this. You have to spend your hard-earned money, even if it's like a rooming house, like where I currently live. You spend your hard-earned money. And you bust your ass to stay in that house. You work your ass off, you go to work, you come home sore, tired, and then you do it all again the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and it kills you inside because you wish you had real freedom. You wish you were actually really free. You wish you didn't have to work so hard just to have a place that you can stay under with a roof, that feels secure and feels safe. But some of you have a different lifestyle. Some of you you don't necessarily work that hard for where you live. You have passive income, you have investments, and you're secure and you live under that roof. But with all that being said, there's a dark side, okay? Part of that dark side is I have to ask the question, are you a couch potato? Are you a person that, not by force, but that you are lazy and you struggle with laziness and you are inside for the majority of your time and you realize that you keep putting things on the back burner, but another day went by, and another day went by, and another day went by, and you just can't seem to get up the nerve to be an active person, to go out and do things, to build up your body, to build up your strength, so that you feel healthier, or that there are underlying health issues you already know you have, but you haven't made those steps to start moving towards, a better reality, where you don't have necessarily such health issues because you have brought the lifestyle in, and you're active and you're healthy enough to where you no longer have those underlying issues anymore. So that is a thing. And one of the weirdest things about that dynamic is you have to realize it makes it even more retarded. Sorry, but for, lack of a better word, it makes it even more retarded. If you yourself actually pay a lot and you work hard to have that roof that you stay under, all for your money to pretty much not go down the drain, but all for you to abuse it by being lazy and being negligent and not putting in the work or going out and getting the things done that you need to get done and being an active person. Also, a part of this thing is abuse. You may not be in that house alone. And this is really what this rant really is about, but this rant goes in different places. So let's say like you're a man or a woman, and your person that you live with, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever this person you're with, is an abusive person. They could be abusive physically. Doesn't necessarily mean they could be abusive emotionally. Doesn't necessarily mean they're abusive physically. Or it could be both. Or it could be you both abuse each other and it's toxic. Just all around. It makes it even more stupid that you guys are working, that you guys are busting your ass, all so that you can come into a place to where you just combat each other, and it's just fighting, and it's just toxic energy and toxic behavior all day long, or so often in that it seems like it's the norm. That is retarded. Especially knowing that you pay and that you bust your ass to live in that place. Did you bust your ass to live there? All for you to go there and fight it? Come on, man. Think about it. Okay? And on the bottom of the barrel of this list is, and I hate to say this, but we're going to have to go in a very, very dark place. We're going to have to go here. This is like the lowest of the low. Are you one of these people that you know yourself is a scumbag? You know that you may have someone living with you, but the reason why you have that person living with you there is so that either you can abuse them, take advantage of them, get into a sexual relationship with this person, and you don't really have good intentions. You just know that they are an easy mark because they lack things. Like you hear of these guys that they're unattractive guys. They don't have a lot of personality. They don't have a lot of charisma. They don't have a lot of things that most women of higher standards would appeal to them. So what they do is they find these girls that are like homeless, on drugs, or both, or lacking something, and what they do is they use that they have a place to stay, they have maybe a car, they have a job, they have this or whatever, or all of that, and they use that against these women. This is terrible. What are you people doing out here? This is disgusting. Like, that type of behavior is not tolerated. I'm not going to even go into it, but that should not be tolerated. And then on top of that, you get the nerve to some of these people. You people that are doing this are literal sex offenders and creeps and weird fucking things. That is a cancer in this society that really should not be here. And some of you want to even try to go to exotic lands, and you want to go to other places because, one, you think, oh, my lazy, stinky, smelly ass that doesn't shower in like 3 days, everybody stinks here because they're poor as fuck. The laws are loose here, so Everybody does crimes here, and I can get away with dirty things here. It's very easy to, and I could just try to bounce. So that's why I'm going to go here. You're bringing your plague, disgusting scoundrel, I call those people the scoundrels, your scoundrel ass to that country so you could just become another bad seed in that country. That country has enough problems, it does not need you. You know, where you need to be is you need to either be behind bars or you need to go missing or something. Like, you need to, you're not really fit for a lot, so you're just really not even part of the equation. But I'm using that person because a person like that is like the lowest of the low. Like, everything about you sucks. Your hygiene sucks. You're ugly. You're talentless. You're lazy. You're a scoundrel. You're manipulative, and no one really likes you. So the only way you could get something you want out of someone is you could try to target someone who is lacking, weak, so on and so forth, or because, you know, someone that has drugs, a drug addiction, you want to try to offer them drugs or something, because you can't really, you don't have really, there's nothing about you that really people want to have interest in. So that's a person too, you know what I mean? And the sad thing is these things can all cross each other, and this can, and it's a very disgusting thing. So, and then there are some people that get the thumbs up from me, is people who are, you know, healthy people, healthy mentally, active, have wants, have talents, have things they want to do. When they have things like a vehicle, so on and so forth, they'll utilize it. You know what I'm saying? The people that will go camping, they will go on adventures, they'll go on trips, they will train, you know what I'm saying? They will go to the gym, they'll work at home, they will upload to their YouTube, they will do all these things. They're very creative, very active, and put their resources together. And also, the best part of it is some people, they have an aversion to these houses. Like, they'll use their house, they'll shower, they'll use their house, you know, they'll stay there some days, but they want to be out, and they want to be out in nature. You know, they'll utilize all that's out there. And that is the culture I try to cultivate on this channel, you guys. That's what I like to see in society. That is a thing I like to see. It's a thing that it should be. I feel like in America we're very privileged, but we very, very much abuse every privilege we have, and we pretty much, like, it's like the image of the classic couch potato. You know, it's like, that's disgusting, you guys. And I don't care what people try to say. I'm not down with that. I'm not gonna try to normalize that. I'm speaking against it. I'm not gonna try to be nice about it and try to, like, make people feel better and all this sissy crap. It needs to stop. All the BS needs to stop. Some of you out here, you guys need to cut it. You guys need to literally turn your life into a 360. And sometimes I feel like when I do these rants, I'm just talking for nothing. But I'm going to keep making these rants because this needs to be pushed more. Some people, this is not a problem with them because they're actually active. You know, they have good hygiene. They have good mental health, good physical health. They're doing good. They're doing good. And if they're trying, if they're not successful, at least, like, they're trying, you know. So these type of rants need to keep coming out. This rant is going to be short because this is not something I have to speak long on. This is your host, Steve from the back. This is Steve's Art and Fun channel. Hit the like, leave a good comment, hit the bell icon, and have a good one. Until next time.